Hey, good morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. And we have a lot going on in the weather. Not so much today and tomorrow, but after that, boy, it's just a full on winter type forecast on the way. So we'll get into that. And if you got any questions, make sure you let me know about what you're thinking. Trying out a new system. So the questions, the comments, I'm not seeing them just yet, but hopefully they'll get there. All right. So here we go. Let's start off with today. We're looking at the radar here now, and not much going on. There has been a little bit of freezing drizzle in a few spots overnight, but nothing significant. You could see down to the south east. That's where the main storm center is, and that's a player in our weekend weather because it actually moves up the east coast and then brings colder air in, and that's when we get the lake effect snow. So the weather this weekend is lake effect snow Saturday night into Sunday morning. It's minimal, 1 to 4 inches probably in the snow belts of western lower, and maybe 2 to 6 inches across the UP. And of course, yeah, I'm calling that minimal for this time of the year. All right, so if anybody's asking any questions, I can't see them just yet on this new format, but we'll figure it out. So I apologize there. I'll just say, hey, how about this? Good morning to everybody. How does that sound? All right, so here we go. Here's the total snowfall forecast for the weekend. And again, you can see it's just the classic um, lake effect pattern, I guess is what we would call it. Okay. You see that kind of shoe-shaped area, southwest lower into south central lower. Even Jackson could see some light accumulations, an inch or two. Probably not Lansing. It usually stays out of Lansing, but then definitely Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, Grand Rapids area. And then across the UP, of course, there's a much heavier snow. All right, now let's get into next week and next week's weather. Here's an animation of the computer model. We're starting right now. That's the storm system moving up the East Coast this weekend. It pulls down the colder air. You see the lake effect. It breaks down quickly. Hey, look at the next storm system. This is on Monday into Tuesday, and that's the kind of track that we watch for an accumulating snow in the southern half of lower Michigan. Then come the Alberta Clippers on the edge of, yes, you guessed it, the polar vortex, a lobe of it, not the whole thing wholeheartedly coming down over us like happened back in, 2013, 2014, but a lobe of it kind of glancing at us. So again, you're seeing a replay on this. There's the storm system for the weekend and the cold air. Here's the storm system for Monday to Tuesday. This is off the European model, and we'll watch that one. Right now, it drops like a 2 to 4 inch snow in the southern half of lower Michigan. And then there is the Alberta Clipper coming straight, well, out of Canada, really. Sometimes we call that a Manitoba Mauler, too, or a Saskatchewan Screamer if it comes from Saskatchewan. And you want to see the polar vortex? Well, here is the upper airflow. What you're looking at is the upper airflow at about 15,000 feet up. Okay, and I'll wait until it gets to the start, although you're going to come to the end. This is going to end at December 27th, and there is another lobe of the polar vortex. But we'll start it over now, and what you'll see is that I started on Wednesday. That's the first lobe of the polar vortex trying to come just a glancing blow, and then maybe a touch milder as we head into next weekend. And then as we head toward Christmas, here comes a stronger, a colder lobe of the polar vortex. So it definitely looks like we sorry about that. Still trying to get this format down. So we could see something like the colder temperatures and the snow and whatnot that's coming into the area with the polar vortex. We could see that happen. Um, oh, by Wednesday of next week. So what does that mean realistically for us? It means that we could have some high temperatures in the teens, some low temperatures, single digits and lower where it's protected from the lake, and single digits below zero where it's not protected from the lake. And then it looks like it's just a full flat on winter forecast right on through the end of December. So a December flip-flop to warmer, nope, not going to happen. Thanks for joining me this Friday morning. Have yourselves a great weekend. I'm looking at leaves still in my yard. No snow in Frankenmuth, so I think it's time to get the leaves and the rotten apples out of the yard this weekend. Everybody have yourselves a great weekend. Thanks for joining me on the MLive morning weather